LeBron James, the chosen one, King James, that kid from Akron. From his physical gifts to his incredible basketball IQ, today we break down 10 reasons why LeBron James will retire from basketball as the greatest of all time. His accomplishments. In his 13 years in the league, LeBron James has already amassed an absurd collection of awards. 3-time NBA champion, 4-time MVP, 3-time Finals MVP, Rookie of the Year, 13-time All-Star, 12-time All-NBA selection, 6-time All-Defensive Team, 3-time Olympic medalist, and a scoring title. LeBron James is the youngest player to reach 13 All-Star appearances. Only 3 players in NBA history have more MVPs than LeBron, and only 1 player has more Finals MVPs than him. And with Cleveland Cavaliers being one of the best teams in the NBA, look forward to these numbers continuing to rise. Bad coaching. Jordan and Kobe have Phil Jackson, Tim Duncan had Greg Popovich, Bill Russell had Red, Magic had Pat Riley. But when you look at the short list of coaches who have coached LeBron, you start to notice the large disadvantage LBJ has had. Mike Brown coached LeBron James for 5 years during his first run in Cleveland. Brown's winning percentage as a coach without LeBron is 49%. With LeBron, his winning percentage is 66%. Eric Spoelstra is another notable past coach of LeBron. Without LeBron, Spoelstra has only managed to make it to the conference semifinals while winning 52% of the time. With LeBron, Spoelstra never missed the finals and won 72% of the time. That's a 20% drop in winning percentage without the King, which means on average LeBron added 16 extra wins each season to Spoelstra and the Heat. David Blatt, another former coach of LeBron's, doesn't even coach in the NBA anymore. And LeBron's most recent coach, Tyronn Lue, has never even been a head coach in the NBA before last season. Keep in mind, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, Bill Russell, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and terrible teams. LeBron has had his fair share of bad coaches and even worse teams. As of late, LeBron has been getting help from his teammates in Cleveland and previously in Miami. However, during his first 6 years in the NBA, LeBron got little to no help from his team. Poor management and bad draft picks left the King to fend for himself. We're not talking about average teams or even slightly below average teams. We're talking about a horrendous team. A team that was so bad that when LeBron took his talents to Miami in 2010, the Cleveland Cavaliers went from the best record in the NBA with 61 wins to the second worst record in the NBA the very next season with 19 wins. That's a staggering 42 extra losses in just 1 year without the King. This immense drop in standings is considered to be the largest falloff of a team in one season in North American sports history. In comparison, when Jordan left the Bulls in '93, they ended up with just 2 less wins the next season without Jordan. When Bird retired from the NBA, the Celtics went from 51 wins to 48 wins, only 3 less wins without Bird. When Magic retired from the Lakers in '91, they actually won more games the next year, going from 53 wins to 56 wins without Magic. When Kobe retired from the Lakers in 2016, they finished the season with only 17 wins. This season, the Lakers already have 17 wins before the All-Star break, doubling their win percentage from the previous season when they had Kobe. This just goes to show LeBron James' value as a player, his ability to play within any system and make his team better, much better. Beat the best of his era. The Dynasty Spurs and Tim Duncan, Kobe in his prime, Dirk Nowitzki, Primetime Thunder with Durant, Westbrook, Harden, and the 73-9 Warriors with the only unanimous MVP in league history. LeBron beat them all. There hasn't been one star or dynasty LeBron hasn't been able to dominate during his time in the NBA. In comparison, Jordan couldn't beat Bird and the Celtics until Bird was far past his prime. Same with Isaiah Thomas and the Bad Boy Pistons. In fact, the Celtics and Pistons dealt Jordan 5 straight playoff exits in a row from 1986 to 1990. Jordan wasn't able to dominate the league until the greats of the 80s such as Magic, Kareem, Bird, and Thomas had either retired or passed their prime. Meanwhile, LeBron has been the driving force in the league since his second season, eventually beating every opponent in the way. His playoff record. One of the biggest arguments against LeBron is his finals record, 3-4. However, those numbers don't speak the whole truth. Actually, they don't even speak half of it. In LeBron's 13 years in the league, he has made the conference semifinals 11 times, made the conference finals 8 times, and made the finals 7 times. which means LeBron has made the finals more times than he's missed it. In comparison, in Jordan's 15 years, he made the conference semifinals 10 times, conference finals 8 times, and finals 6 times. In other words, LeBron has found more success than Jordan in the playoffs, thus why he's in the finals so often. To say LeBron's 3-4 record disqualifies him as the GOAT is punishing him for making the finals so often. Would it be better if he was 3-0 in the finals because he lost in the first round 4 times instead of losing in the finals 4 times? In fact, LeBron has never lost in the first round. Jordan has lost 3 times in the first round. When considering some of the greatest players in NBA history, you begin to see LeBron's dominance. Kobe, Magic, Bird, Hakeem, and Kareem all have worse winning percentages than LeBron in the playoffs. In fact, LeBron James has won just as often as Jordan in the playoffs at 67% winning percentage. This means although LeBron and Jordan have won and lost in different ways, LeBron wins in the playoffs just as often as Jordan did. Playoff Beast. On the topic of playoffs, the King has put up a staggering post-regular season clinic during his time in the NBA, averaging 28 points, 8.8 rebounds, 6.8 assists, while shooting 48% from the floor. LeBron has been a monster ever since his first playoff berth in 2005. When you compare these numbers to all-time greats, you begin to see how dominant James really is. In fact, only 4 players have averaged more points than LeBron in playoff history. Crazy enough, LeBron's finals numbers are even more staggering. En route to his 3rd championship in 2016, LeBron James averaged 30 points, 11.3 rebounds, 9 assists, 2.3 blocks, and 2.6 steals, becoming the first player in playoff history to lead his team in all 5 categories. All-time list. When it comes to stats, most basketball fans are aware of LeBron's dominance, but when looking at the all-time list, his numbers really begin to show his greatness. In just 13 years, LeBron has managed to climb to the 8th spot all-time in scoring, the 15th all-time in assists, and 85th all-time in rebounds. If these numbers aren't crazy enough, looking toward LeBron's future in the league and considering the fact that he's in the late of his prime at 32, if LeBron James averages a modest 20 points, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds for the next 6 years, he will finish his career at 2nd all-time in scoring, 5th all-time in assists, and 35th all-time in rebounds. Even when comparing his current numbers on the all-time list to some of the greatest in NBA history, he still stands out. Other than Kobe and Kareem, no other player even comes close to LeBron on the all-time list in any category. Only time will tell how much further the King will climb these lists and continue to surpass all-time greats. Defense. One of the most overlooked aspects of LeBron's game is his defense. Only 2 other small forwards in NBA history have made the NBA All-Defensive First Team more times than LeBron. When the words chase down block are mentioned, the first person who comes to mind is LeBron James, with his trademark chase down block that seemingly comes out of nowhere. It was this defensive ability that was the deciding factor in the 2016 finals when LeBron James chased down Andre Iguodala and pinned his layup on the backboard, sealing the victory and earning Cleveland its first championship in 52 years. His physical gifts and basketball IQ. One of the most obvious aspects of LeBron's greatness is his physical gifts. At 6 feet 8 inches tall and weighing 250 pounds, LeBron James is considered to be the most physically gifted player in NBA history. His ability to play and guard all 5 positions makes LeBron the most dominating force on the court at any given time. His quickness makes it hard for bigger players to stop his explosive drives to the basket, and his size makes it near impossible for perimeter players to defend his shots or stop him from backing them down in the paint. His speed allows him to cover the entire court in a fraction of the time it takes other players, leading to chase down blocks or fast break dunks. Watching a 6'8", 230-pound 20-year-old jump out the gym was ridiculous. Watching a 6'8", 250-pound 30-year-old jump even higher, run even faster, and play even better just doesn't even make any sense. It's absurd. A guy this big shouldn't be able to move around like he's a point guard, but he does. He lived up to the hype. LeBron James was anointed the chosen one before he even graduated high school. Gyms would be packed beyond capacity so people could watch the kid from Akron play ball. Up until 2005, drafting players out of high school was pretty common. Teams would get their hands on the young players before they even hit the market. But LeBron was different. After winning back-to-back state championships, 2 Gatorade National Player of the Year awards, 3 USA Today Player of the Year awards, the Naismith Player of the Year award, and the McDonald's All-American National Player of the Year award, everyone knew about LeBron. So when LeBron's home state team, the Cleveland Cavaliers, saw the opportunity to draft a skinny kid from St. Vincent St. Mary High School, they took it. LeBron was just one of 41 NBA players drafted out of high school since the NBA was created. Out of these 41 players, 3 were drafted as the first overall pick, 2 won Rookie of the Year, 3 went on to win the MVP award, and 10 will go on to be All-Stars. And so far, only 2 have been inducted into the Hall of Fame. LeBron has already accomplished all of these, excluding the Hall of Fame, which is only a matter of time. To say LeBron lived up to the hype is an understatement. LeBron James has dominated the NBA since his debut in 2003. From Rookie of the Year to scoring champion to MVP to NBA champion, LeBron James has conquered every milestone the league has thrown his way. Climbing the all-time list, it is only a matter of time before LeBron surpasses the all-time greats of the past to cement his legacy. And with his 7th straight finals appearance in sight, it almost seems inevitable that the king will retire as the greatest of all time.